I go to the wastebasket and I can't see this foot thing, but there is like a little lid. And so I open the lid.
With your foot or with your hand?
With my hand.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, it's about to get so much worse. It's about to get so much worse.
With you?
Nobody's listening, right? Hi, Andy.
Hello.
Oh, look at us. We get to talk for an hour, so no one's listening. It's early. It's early this AM. Mm-hmm. It's really not early. It's 11.
Feels early for us, though.
We're so fucked up on time right now.
Yeah, we need to start getting up at a normal hour.
Let's get into that in a second. But first, is anyone listening?
Yeah, Rachel is listening.
Aww.
And she had a little shout out to, I guess, a subject we've been talking about quite a few times lately, dead birds.
Yes.
This was sort of nice to see. Rachel said, I've read that finding a dead bird is a sign of renewal and or visitation from a loved one. So maybe it's actually really good luck.
Hey, what does it mean when you ride over one on your bicycle that it was already dead and smushed and you didn't realize it until afterwards?
Did you do that recently?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did, because of her comment, I did like a deeper dive on this. Uh-huh. And unfortunately, there's a lot of contradicting information. There's some Native American things where it's like, it's great, but if it's this one bird, you're fucked. Like,
what bird?
I don't know. And I don't want to say anything weird out loud.
Well, I trust Native American lore when it comes to birds.
Let me give you a couple positives and then a couple negatives, okay?
Okay.
Native American culture, a dead bird can be seen as renewal, rebirth. It represents the shedding of old habits and attitudes in order to embrace positive change.
Love it.
In ancient Greece, the death of a bird was viewed as a symbol of rebirth and regeneration.
Love it.
The Greeks believed that the end of one cycle of life marked the beginning of another.
Love it.
How about Christianity?
Well, I don't even...
A dead bird is often seen as a negative omen and a warning of impending disaster.
Yeah.
There was also an interesting thing about dead eagles, which I've unfortunately been an accomplice in a eagle murder. I was in the car of someone that drove that hit an eagle. But
a bald eagle.
Yeah, those are as eagle as you get, I think. Right?
Yeah.
So this says eagles are majestic creatures. Confirmed, I agree with that. That symbolize power and royalty. The death of an eagle can signify the loss of these qualities. It may serve as a warning of a future downfall and loss of fame and prized possessions. So that eagle incident I had when I was 20 might have mapped out my entire life.
Have you fallen in fame?
Yeah, I think I was really about to pop when I was 20, and then I lost it all.
Yeah.
So much potential.
You also famously, we've had a lot of dead birds in our lives.
Yeah.
So in that case, just for anyone who's new here, you were driving down a snowy mountain road from college, University of Montana, to Sun Valley, Idaho. Mm-hmm. Some bitch was driving.
No, she was cool. Yeah, very cool, actually.
Cool bitch.
Oh, okay, good.
Badass bitch.
Yeah, I feel like you were getting bitches mistaken with each other, and I just want to be very clear.
No.
I like this bee quite a bit. She's cool.
Do you keep in touch with her?
No.
With you and your friend, you were driving, it's cold, it's icy, snowy, windy mountain roads, and clunk, her truck.
Yeah. Hit a flying bald eagle, and the grate of the truck killed it.
And she gets out, important part. The whole drive, she's talking about how she's transferring away from University of Montana to a birds of prey program because she's so obsessed with birds.
Yeah, this bee likes birds.
This bee loves birds. Now this maybe really, really changed the trajectory of her life.
Maybe.
So she gets out of the vehicle and is horrified to see that it is none other than the queen bee, bald eagle, queen bee. And she is devastated.
Anyone would be devastated, but yes, there's extra
A lot
devastation.
extra. A
Yeah.
lot extra.
Well, you weren't there, but yes.
Well,
It was an intense
she's
moment.
kneeling down in the snow, spreading its wings, and like, I mean, the scene of this with the headlights beaming in the dark all around you. I feel like you didn't even pull off to the side. It's like she's ready to lay down her life, and you're in the fucking truck going to your friend like, shit.
Can I
think it's about to go.
can I give a really dark like comparison example that I was like, this would be the perfect example? Because I don't think it's that relatable to be like super into birds of prey and then accidentally kill a bald eagle. Very rare situation.
Well, it's so unique.
It's so unique.
Yeah.
But I just want to make a very weird distinction.
Yeah.
The first thing that popped up in my head would be like, it would be as if, okay?
Yeah.
You were a person that was like super active and into dog rescue and you
Yes.
accidentally hit a golden retriever.
Yes.
No, it's not that at all. At all. At
Okay.
first, I think it is it, but it's not, because the dog person in the golden retriever incident, the aftermath or just that feeling of that incident is way different than the other person. A person that's into the birds and the birds of prey and the bald eagle, there's a little bit more dignity to the whole moment. And it's like,
Well, she was going
powerful
to it.
and crazy, where I think the dog one's like just tragic and like, how could this happen to me?
Well, that's why I'm like, it's so unique that I wonder how. I would love to get in touch with her. Like,
We could if we want, but that's,
I want to know like how she reflects upon that moment now. Did it change the trajectory of her life? Because it's so specific, and the fact she was just talking about. I mean, it reminds me of my dad playing that fateful tennis match. Okay, that he died playing. He laid it all out. No, I don't know if you know this.
before his last serve, he was like, hey, by the way, my wife died recently. And then he served and then he died.
Are you joking?
No.
Okay,
Yes,
so-
I am joking, actually. Yeah, sorry. The way you asked that was like very jarring and
Well,
confusing.
You're.
He was talking about your mom, is what you're
he-
saying.
Do you know this?
He was with a doctor.
And
Then he died. What am I missing? It
No.
wasn't your mom's doctor. It's like, not that like he might have told this doctor like what had happened to his mom,
Okay.
your mom.
he was having a bit of a hard time. In hindsight, he was about to have a heart attack. Maybe it even started. So they were taking a lot of breaks. This
Oh.
doctor called me and my sister a few weeks after he died. And how brave of her. I mean, that's probably a hard call to make. Anyway,
I mean, she is a doctor, though.
so
Do you know what kind of doctor, though? Maybe she's not often having to have these difficult conversations. Like
Yeah,
if she's like
she's
a
like-
fucking podiatrist or
she's
something.
like a plastics, like a cosmetic plastic.
No, people
surgeon.
die at the knife on that for sure.
Okay, so anyway,
That's a harder conversation to have, actually.
okay.
Your first one of those when you're a plastic surgeon.
God
That's
damn it.
very
You know,
hard.
I put on extra eye makeup today. I don't usually put eye makeup on like this, and I
know.
thought, I thought I might need to get a tissue.
No, you're fine. It's not running yet.
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay. My dad said to this doctor during one of their breaks, sitting on the bench drinking water, she told me and my sister this, that he said that, we had lost my mom and that things had been really hard, but he was proud of us. You know how much that means to me.
Of course.
I don't know based on what,
Oh, stop. Of course he's proud of you.
but that he finally felt like he knew we were going to be okay. Me and my sister.
Yeah.
I mean, and then he died. He did get up to serve.
No, I find this story. Okay, hold on. I find it so moving and so sweet. And I'm not a monster right now. I've heard this story so many times as well.
Then why
And it
did
is
you
so
remember
sweet.
it?
No. Well, no, I do remember that stuff.
Okay.
I thought you were, forgive me if I'm wrong. I thought you were trying to connect it to the bird thing.
I am. Hang on. You gotta go get me a tissue or something.
You're still fine. I'll get you a tissue when you need it. But do
No,
you
but
see,
I am
okay.
uncomfortably wet.
Yeah.
This is that.
This is that one, this great, just one toilet paper we've been talking about. This stuff's great.
But look at.
See how it does on your tears.
Yeah. Okay. So, the way I was connecting it was.
Okay, so. Do you remember how on last week's episode I was saying this toilet paper is so amazing, but it seems to have some magical power where it like disintegrates? You now have white toilet paper on your eyes because it disintegrated.
Okay, I gotta get up.
What do they call it when you're on set and they need the makeup person to run over? What do they say when they need that?
Makeup?
That's all they say?
I don't know.
Wait, you've been on set a bunch.
I don't know. That wasn't my main concern. You know, when I'm on set, I trust that everyone knows what they're doing except for me.
So in this case, the makeup person might just run in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They run in.
Because they're double Dutch waiting for moments
like
this.
Yeah. Double Dutch is a great way of describing
it.
Okay. The reason I connected that is because I would like to get in touch with this woman and I would like to know, it's so specific to her that it does seem like it was a intentional from the universe thing that happened to her, as awful as it is. And the reason I'm connecting it is it's so specific that he was playing tennis with a doctor, that he had that specific conversation. And it was, I see it's not like a very clear connecting thread. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not hung up on that anymore. Now I'm trying to follow your thread. You're saying
I want to know.
You wonder what it was like for her.
Yeah. Did this bird situation.
What? I thought we were talking about the doctor.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how wild. I'm curious.
Do you just kind of want to know what way it affected her?
Yeah. First of all, the doctor, yes. I would love to know.
Well, she doesn't play tennis anymore. I'll tell you that much.
Well, we don't know.
Right.
I mean, does she get drunk and does she go, I killed this. I was so good at tennis. I don't think so.
Or she gets really triggered if she's watching like a sporting thing and someone says like, "Oh, I killed them."
Yes, she's like,
"You do not say that."
She's trying to pass laws saying she's advocating against saying anyway. But I've had that ways on. Listen, I hope it doesn't. Obviously, it was so beautiful that she called us.
Yeah.
My only thing in life is I want people to be proud of me.
Yeah.
That was very meaningful, obviously. I didn't get tons of effusive, I'm proud of you from my dad.
Yeah.
So, but the bird lady, I also want to know, did that change the course of her life?
I don't think a bird lady is an appropriate label for that person. There are bird ladies, but then there are people that like birds of prey. It's more of a badass thing.
Well, and she was setting out to study.
Yeah, but she was a badass is what I'm saying. Is you saying bird lady is I think of a bird lady, which is more like a dog rescue person.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
If a bird lady's parakeet tragically got hit, she tragically hit with a car. That scene looks very similar to the golden retriever scene, unfortunately.
Yes.
It's
Do
bad.
you remember?
It's sad.
Do you remember? I mean, this brings us back to how your best friend's parrot Pilot died on your watch.
I know. I was thinking about that. That is, I forget, with all this bird death happening to us, I forget That's a bummer that happened to me. Like, that sucks. That on my watch.
And what happened? We've never gotten like details.
It died. It was winter time.
Were you there when it died, or did you just come back and it was
No,
gone?
I was like popping in twice a day to feed it, and I don't know what else I was doing.
Loneliness? No. Can I ask you a big question?
Yeah.
Because this was during your punk era.
Punk era? What do you mean?
You were just a little shithead at this time.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Smoking 2 packs a day.
Yeah, yeah.
You weren't smoking in the apartment.
Well, it was winter time. I was not, I promise, I was not smoking in the apartment. I wasn't at all. No.
And were you really taking your obligation seriously? Like you weren't skipping visits?
No. Mm-mm. Let's move on. It is weird though that's like 2 quote special birds that I've been around when they've passed.
Well, and you know, I killed a
Yeah,
bird
I know.
when
You've
I was
killed a
4.
bird. I know. That's much darker.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. You killed it.
Yeah, it is. But I was an innocent child. I was wanting to love on it.
Oh my God, it's like enough mice and men situation.
It was our parakeet Turquoise. Oh, I feel so bad, Turquoise. Like, I wonder when I pass if Turquoise will come.
But okay, just let's put this to bed pretty quick because this is not. It's starting to get uncomfortable. Actually, it's starting to get really uncomfortable.
I want to talk about the several thousand dead birds we saw yesterday.
Several thousand?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but before that. Is the universe shaking us and being like, I am trying to give you a message? Like, we're asking, like, did it change these people's lives? And like, maybe it did, but it seemingly, we're not getting any message from any of this. Like,
Well,
when you say, I was in a car that hit a fucking bald eagle. That is crazy. Granted, I'm not the cool bird bee, right? But like, that didn't affect my life really.
no, because it wasn't for you.
But I don't think I killed, but like a nice parrot died on my watch. I don't know if that had changed my life.
Because you weren't a parrot person. It did change your life, though. You have always carried guilt about that, even though it wasn't an intentional,
Yeah.
or like, we don't know what happened. He could have been sick, pilot. You had an awkward interaction with your best friend, Dharma, telling him that the bird had died. Because you were such a shithead, he thought you were fucking with him. He didn't believe it.
Okay, I'm sorry. We got to pause for a minute. You do have toilet paper in your eye. I'm not crazy. You might need to like makeup. You might need to go to the. Do you see it now?
Oh my God, I do.
Okay,
Ew.
yeah.
I have it all over.
Okay. I was feeling a little crazy that when you were like, you seemingly couldn't find it. I was like, what? I think you got it now. Great. Good. Let's switch gears, but we
Wait,
can
hang
talk
on.
about the thousands of dead birds we saw yesterday.
Okay, but actually, when you were saying the Native American starting a new chapter, I mean, we saw a dead bird in our yard the day before we left. The day we left.
No, it's the day we left, yeah.
There was a dead bird in front of our door here. There have been dead birds.
If it means starting a new chapter, that's very on the nose for us.
But can we talk very openly about you and I have been feeling what, not surprisingly necessarily, but I think it still kind of rattled us how, and for you especially, feeling like really disoriented in this new chapter and stuff.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And so maybe those are signs to be like, this is a new chapter. Like, remember that. It's can be disorienting to be like, what's going on? Like,
it's not a very gentle sign.
but signs are signs, you know? So just something, I mean, that's when you said that, a new chapter. I mean, what's more of a new chapter than this?
That's why I said it's on the nose. Yes, moving to a new country, a new chapter. Very much so.
I just want people to know that my turquoise story real fast. I feel like we have to give context to these. Is that I pulled him out of the cage while my mom was taking a nap to play with him, like love on him. I was 4 and he died when I think something happened to his neck.
Yeah. That's not context you need to like revisit.
Well, no, it is. I mean, you're saying you killed a bird. You killed a bird.
I know. It doesn't make it better. The details don't make it better.
Okay. This week's episode is sponsored by Miracle Made.
Ooh, I'm very excited about Miracle Made.
Yes, so we are having our new Miracle Made sheets sent to us because we are on the hunt for our dream sheets. Now, you've been waking up hot.
I've been sleeping very hot, unfortunately.
And I naturally, being in this time in my life, will often wake up sweaty and then freezing, uncomfortable. Well, the temperature in your bedroom can make or break your sleep. And so us getting Miracle Made sheets, I anticipate, is going to be a game changer. They're inspired by NASA technology and use silver-infused temperature-regulating fabric.
Yes, please.
Yes! And it's going to help us sleep perfectly all night long. Now, a pretty gross fact about traditional sheets. They can hold more bacteria than a toilet seat.
Oh, God.
That's not what you want to lay your face on.
That's not what I want.
So Miracle Made bedding is designed to fight bacteria and stay cleaner longer with silver-infused fabrics that actually prevent up to 99.7%.
Bring it on.
So go to trymiracle.com/NLR to try Miracle Made sheets at the same time that we are.
Yes.
Do it today. You'll save over 40%. When you use promo code NLR, you'll get an extra 20% off plus a free 3-piece towel set.
Yes.
You guys jump on this opportunity. They also make it an amazing gift, and they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. That's trymiracle.com/NLR, code NLR at checkout. And thank you so much to Miracle Made for sponsoring this episode and changing our future sleep and lives.
Yes.
This week's episode is sponsored by Honeylove.
Honeylove.
I love this crossover contour bra so much. This is something I reach for all the time. I love the beautiful Merlot color.
Yeah.
Now, Honeylove has changed the game, okay? I think a lot of women are like me, and you reach a certain age and you realize you need a little bit more support, and comfort matters more than anything. Honeylove creates bras that give you so much support and lift, but you can wear them all day and you're not feeling pinching or twisting, or there's no slipping. That's another big thing. So you're not constantly adjusting. This is just a secure, flattering, uplifting fit. And I also love that it's an independent female-founded brand, and all Honeylove products are designed by the women who actually wear them. Shout out to their creator, Betsy.
Nice.
And it doesn't stop at bras. Honeylove shapewear, which I also love and I wear all the time, is so elegant. I love it so much, and it truly pulls you in all the right places and makes you feel secure, but also is very comfortable.
It looks great too.
It looks awesome. So treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market. Use our exclusive link to save 20% off Honeylove at honeylove.com/NLR. That's honeylove.com/NLR. And after you check out, they're going to ask, where'd you hear about us? Please tell them that our show, Nobody's Listening Right, sent you. Experience the new standard in comfort and support with Honeylove. So yesterday, we went to our public garden here. It's so beautiful. Jardin Public. Very close by to us. And what's so wild is they have these like stunning 18th century buildings dotted all throughout the park, that it's like, how is this here?
I would say on the outskirts of the park, right? They're not in the park.
Well, there's that big, huge one that's in the park.
Oh, what is that thing? But that's like not even a build. Can you go in that? That almost seems like these cool, would you even call that art? You're talking about like the arches and stuff.
Yeah, but it's like part of a building. It's some sort of, well, we can find out, whatever.
Okay.
We don't need to negotiate.
Hey, I like the facts.
Okay.
Just give me the facts, please. I do not spread disinformation on this show.
Okay. So one of these places is a museum that has been, in fact, there since 1850 something.
Yeah.
And
I think that's a fact.
okay, I can't do that. I can't. Anyway, in it is this incredible, what's it called? Like, it's like a natural history museum, sort
Yeah,
of.
it has natural history museum vibes and lots of taxidermied animals. Is that
All
what it
it
would be?
is basically is 99% of it is taxidermied animals.
Yeah, and a bang up job.
Incredible. I mean, what I have to think the most extensive collection of taxidermied animals.
Okay, I'm sorry, but no. No. Have you been to other museums like the Natural History Museum, for one, in New York or Los Angeles? I'm just saying, it's just like
I
it's
said
a
one
ridiculous.
of.
Okay, fine.
Have those been there since 1850?
I don't know.
No.
That's not what I'm fact checking this bit on. It was just you're saying it has to be one of the most. A lot of animals. A lot.
So many things, so many species that, I mean, I have been to the New York Natural History Museum. I have been to the LA Natural History Museum. And let me tell you something. I didn't learn about new animals I had never heard of that are just there. And you're like, what the fuck is this gremlin looking cool ass thing?
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of very cool animals. Thousands of birds. I mean, so many birds.
So many birds. Dead birds.
And I was hoping, because our kids are very sensitive, you know, one of them, like when we do see a dead bird or mouse or whatever out in the world, it's like a big bummer. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And I thought, please don't put two and two together.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until we were in the third story that this kid goes, I hope they're not like taxidermied.
Oh, as opposed to what? Not real?
Created. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't say a damn word.
Well, honestly, the only part of the whole experience that grossed me out was when you were like, come look at these deviled eggs. And what was it? A display of where they were just showing the like incubation period of an inside of an egg?
So it was like taxidermied or frozen in time.
Don't you think that was maybe a model? Because how would they have had like all the steps like that?
Because it's eggs through at every step of like embryonic development.
Okay.
They're like half open, and they did look like deviled eggs, but you look a little bit.
So much you saying that. It's so disgusting. I don't know why.
You got into like a bad mood, and I
Yeah,
go,
I did.
why are you so? But what was crazy about this museum, these animals, and also they have like the best of every, you know, the seal, this taxidermy looks like the most incredible, perfect specimen of a seal.
I
Like,
do think they
they've
might
had
have, what do you call it when you give things human qualities? Do you know, there's a word for it.
Yeah.
There were a couple taxidermied things where I think they might have been a little heavy-handed in that department.
I don't
the
think
monkey
so.
waving or high-fiving, and then the seal.
Well, some of them, and then like there was one, the reason I brought you over to the deviled eggs is because wildly I had seen a bird in our yard that was incredible, and I'd never seen this bird before in my life.
Yeah.
It was up in our tree. It was pretty big. It wasn't until like we were almost done with the whole tour. It was 3 levels of this place. And I said, ooh, I want to see if I can find this bird here to find out what it is. And no more than 3 seconds after I said that, my eyes landed on it up at the tippy top of this like huge, massive display. And it is a Eurasian jay.
Oh, yeah, that sounds right.
And so that was crazy to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I just said this. And then I see it. Another dead bird. See, sign? The sign is like hitting us over the head. It makes me feel like everything's okay. You're on the right track. Now, there were a few odd things throughout this museum, and I don't mean the taxidermy things. I mean, there was like a whole display of taxidermied animals, and then there was like an apple on a stand, and it says apple.
Yeah.
And then like,
Do you think that was to give scale? But I guess you wouldn't
oh,
need.
maybe.
But you wouldn't need scale because it's the actual animals in front of you.
Right. They are scale.
Yeah, you only need scale for like a photo, right?
And then there was like a lemon in one random place. And then so this is the part where I feel like you're saying, they are giving human attributes sometimes, getting a little loose and fast with the creative license.
Yeah.
There was one scene in this whole museum that clearly someone connected to the museum's like nephew or niece was getting into taxidermy and made this scene of these two birds cooking in a kitchen. And
Well,
they
yeah,
put it down on the very bottom shelf
They
where
put outfits on them.
you almost couldn't even see it. They had ladles. And of course, my eye was drawn to it because I'm like, what the fuck is this? And my genius kid, both are genius kids, obviously, points out that's your bird. One of the birds happened to be the Eurasian jay, which blew my mind. And so I came over to you and I said, you're not going to believe it. They made a mating scene of the Eurasian jay. And we came over and it
And I thought it was like actual like birds, which we looked up recently, how they
they're
copulate.
Cock things touch or
But
whatever.
no, it was like a birds in costumes having like playing out a kitchen like cooking scene or something weird.
I think, this is something, I think on Patreon, we're going to post some of these photos. I feel weird posting whatever. If anyone wants to go see it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I took documentation of this. And then the other thing that was weird was there's this whole wall of, we're starting to get into primates and stuff. So I guess that makes sense. But there's also like other things mixed in. The way they did it is really incredible. Like the eyes never wanting for.
They packed it into comparing like the Natural History Museum to this. The reason you're like, there's so many things is because they're all in 2 rooms, or three rooms.
Yeah.
When the Natural History Museum, you'd have to go to like 15 different rooms. This place is like, no, we got it all jam packed in these rooms.
And you're going along like all of these incredible preserved. Also, a lot of taxidermied stuff is like, it's not good, like it's like roadkill or something. Every specimen in this thing is
Wait,
like.
Hold on. What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Like, there would never be roadkill in a museum.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, for them
And wait, what? Do you feel like you've seen taxidermy where you're like, that one's definitely roadkill?
Well, yeah, like there are a lot of amateur taxidermists. I'm serious. Where do you think they're getting their stuff?
Okay.
And also, this is getting like every species of primate.
Yes.
It's hard to get
Okay.
really good quality, like.
Oh, gross. Okay.
Okay. Most of them died from probably natural causes. To get,
You were talking out of your ass so much right now. It is crazy. You do not know how these were procured. You don't know how they died. The roadkill thing you're talking about, I feel like you were just flying by the hip a little bit.
You can tell. Okay, Andy. Also, we watched the. You know how we watched the bird documentary, the birding.
Oh yeah.
And like how hard it is for people to get their bird list.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that, but getting the dead body.
And
it's of every species.
Yeah, it's quite a collection.
It is impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are, we're going along. And then there's this like weird fake mannequin of a little girl sitting there.
That wasn't fake. That was taxidermied.
No,
that would have been like the craziest
Well,
shit ever.
I do. I'm like, I wonder if they actually intentionally made it look very fake so that no part of you is like triggered by seeing a girl.
Yeah, they went way too realistic. Oh my God. That seemed very out of place to me.
Very
I
out of place.
sort of
We
get
don't
the
need
context.
a human. Like, we don't.
Yeah, there doesn't need to be a human behind the glass.
No, looking out at you with its doll eyes. It's so weird.
It is weird. This week's episode is sponsored by Saily.
Saily.
What is Saily, you ask?
Uh-huh.
Saily is an eSIM app.
Perfect for us right now in our lives.
Yes, it's developed by the company behind NordVPN, and they provide super affordable eSIM data plans, which has been so incredible for us.
It's a game changer, honestly.
Yeah, for people like us who decide to upend their lives and move to another country for a year, that's a good way to use this. Or if you're just traveling for a bit, say you're going to a little vacation to, where's a good spot? Amsterdam? Brazil?
Right? Yes.
Saily offers plans for over 200 destinations.
Amazing.
And so that means that you dial in your eSIM data plan before you get to where you're going. So that way, when you get there, you hit the ground running, you got data. You don't have to worry, is my navigation map going to work? Can I call a car? You know, because these things can be very stressful when you're traveling.
It takes out so much of the guesswork, and it gives you so much peace of mind to just have it all set up before you get there. Trust me, you do not want to be boots on the ground going, I don't have any data. I don't know how to figure anything out.
And the other pitfall you can fall into is if you were roaming on your just normal eSIM plan and you could get charged beaucoup bucks.
Boku.
So with Saily, you know exactly how much you're going to be paying and you know it's going to work in the destination you're going to.
Also, you get to use your Saily credits or cash for premium travel benefits like lounge access, Uber vouchers, and more. And they have 24/7 support. Live chat is available anytime.
Download Saily in the App Store today. Use our code NLR at checkout to get 15% off your first purchase. The details are in the podcast episode description box.
That's Saily.com/NLR.
Safe travels. We can move on from the animals in the museum. I do want to talk about what happened at the restroom at the museum with you because I'm so fascinated. All I know.
You, by the way, betrayed me.
What was I supposed to do?
You left me so high and
There
dry.
were people walking.
I know, but you should
I
have.
was about to come check on you.
You should have. And then I motioned to you to come in to help me.
Oh, I didn't see that. I truthfully did not
And
see
I was
that.
waiting for you to come in, so I had the door kind of open, and
Oh,
all
well,
these people are
Yeah.
passing.
So let me say how I experienced it. We were waiting for you. You were going to go to the restroom, or you were going to the restroom. And I said to the kids, where's mom? They're like, oh, she's here at like a different restroom. We had just gone and used a different one. We're like, oh, okay. And so we walked into, there was like another little exhibit we hadn't seen yet that was by the restroom. Then all of a sudden I see the door open and I see you pop out looking a little confused.
And sweaty.
And you sweat. Ew, what?
Well, because it was just hot. It was hot.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
okay.
anxious.
Go. But it seemed as you were like mouthing. I think I did understand.
Yes,
Like
I was like, I need help.
can't flush the toilet.
I can't flush.
But what you didn't realize was in my gaze at you, I see you coming out the door, but then behind you is a hallway, and I see all these people walking towards you, knowing that they're going to, one, see you, two, see into the bathroom if they want to. And I just kind of decided, like, I'm not getting involved with this because, like, what am I supposed to do?
You made eye contact with me and motioned like you were coming towards me. And so then I like...
Well, then I saw the people and I
went
retreated.
back into the bathroom and was just like waiting for you to kind of show up, but the door was partially open. So I'm just standing awkwardly in this bathroom, and all of these people are walking by and looking in, and it's kind of, I mean, it's like kind of a gross bathroom.
Okay.
I didn't, you know.
Could you, so you can't figure out how to flush
I
and you
couldn't,
think
and
I could have figured it out?
Yes, maybe.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know, crazier things have happened.
Okay.
You sometimes know how to do things like that.
You never figured it out, or did you figure it out?
I didn't. And our kid kindly went in
Yeah.
to figure it out.
Did she figure it out?
No, I think it was broken.
Was there anything?
Yes, there was like this knob thing on top that I think that probably needed to be like pushed, but it was like whatever mechanism it was just like loosey-goosey.
Oh.
And
okay.
I tried spinning it. I mean, I was sitting there dealing with this
And
knob.
what kind of mess was in there?
No mess.
What
I mean,
kind of
pee-pee.
mess? That's it? You were in the bathroom for a while.
Because I was trying to figure out this fucking toilet.
Okay.
And you embarrassed me because I was waiting for you to come in. The whole time I was just standing there and I'm going, where is he? And I thought maybe you're like waiting for these people to pass and come in and then finally come out and you're like nowhere to be found. You had taken the kids.
Sorry. Just since we're here right now, and I know you're not too keen to talk about it, but you haven't told me what happened at the McDonald's bathroom in Paris.
I don't want to talk about
I gotta hear. Because our kid told me that you said it was the worst bathroom experience you've ever had. Is that true?
Fuck. Okay. So, yeah.
What happened?
It didn't involve, well, you're going to like never touch me again, though. I don't know if you.
Okay, go on.
I don't know if you want to know this.
Okay.
Promise me, like, skin sloughs off. Like,
yeah,
I've washed myself so many times.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Promise me you'll still, physically touch me.
Okay. Yeah, I promise.
Okay. So I took my daughter to Paris to meet up with some friends who were there.
Yep.
Lovely day, gorgeous day. But we took the train in the morning. We were taking the train in the afternoon. And one of the things I didn't account for by not having like a hotel or anything is there really aren't that many bathrooms dotted all around Paris, okay?
Aren't there the public ones, but those are gross?
They're all gross, but there really aren't that many. I mean, I was looking and we were at like, I'm sure I could have looked harder and like everything's very big. We were at the Luxembourg Gardens, which are incredible. Paris is just so magical.
Yep.
But we were going to meet up with my other friend who lives in Paris, Lucille, actually at the gardens. I probably should have just waited. But I realized as we were getting there, like, oh, I got to go. And it was because I could feel my tampon had reached max capacity.
I want to circle back on the tampons too. Go on.
Okay, so we're like about to go to the gardens and I see there's a McDonald's and I'm like, great.
Okay.
And I'm sure they really, really turn their nose up at you using facilities in France unless you are procuring something at the place. I feel like I got through 4 systems of hell to get to the bathrooms without having waited in line and ordered. And on this, it had the touchscreen things. Like I went over to the touchscreen things and kind of acted like I was going to do something. And then I kind of looked around and then I passed an employee and I kind of stopped and acted like I was waiting for my food. And then I
wow. So you're doing a whole
I went downstairs.
Performance.
And it was also like a little dicey going down the stairs because I couldn't really tell if that's where the bathrooms were. They don't advertise it probably so that monsters like me aren't just sneaking in and using it.
Monsters like you?
Well, not people who are there buying food.
Okay.
It's in this very specific spot where I'm sure a lot of people are doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I go down and then there's a code to get in, but luckily someone's coming out. So I go in.
Nice.
I am sliding and sneaking my way into it. It's also, it wasn't a crazy hot day. It was nice, but it was warm in the bathroom. It was very warm. And then I get into the stall and it's the tiniest stall I've ever been in my life.
Within a bigger bathroom, there's multiple stalls?
And it's all stainless steel. It actually wasn't as disgusting as it could have been, trust.
Okay.
But still, this bathroom has been rode hard and put away wet. It's been used. It has kind of a prison vibe, but pretty clean.
I think I understand.
You know what I mean?
Was the bowl metal as well?
Stainless steel, everything. Okay. And there was this waste basket right next to the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to take my tampon out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go to the wastebasket and I can't see this foot thing, but there is a little lid. And so I open the lid
With your foot or with your hand?
with my hand.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, it's about to get so much worse.
What
It's
is
about to get so much
wrong
worse.
with you?
Don't worry.
I don't use my hands for anything in the bathroom. For the flusher, for the seat lid, it's all feet.
Well, congratulations that you don't have this huge fucking thing on a string that's soaked in blood that you have to deal with.
So you had already pulled,
Yes.
and then you're using your other hand to open up the thing.
Okay,
It's a nightmare.
it's gonna get so much worse.
Oh my God.
I can't even tell you.
Well, I gotta know now.
Okay. So I go to open the thing and I can't. It's stuck. And then I see.
What'd you see?
I'm not the first one on this rodeo because there's like dried pee or something like right on the lip where my fingers are. And I'm like, okay. So my fingers have been compromised.
Hold on. You don't mean dry pee, right?
Yeah.
Why would there be dry pee there?
I don't know.
There would be dry blood, maybe, or dry poop. But why would there be pee?
There's pee is pee. So, you know what dry pee looks like. So then I realize, oh, there is this other flap on top. This is where it gets weird. And my hands are already compromised. Where you lift it up and it's almost like this little like meh slot is like a pocket, but it has a ledge on it with holes on it.
I don't know what this means. Okay.
And so I'm like, I guess that's where I put my tampon. So I like put my disgusting, floppy, bloody tampon.
Oh, in hopes of almost that, then when that top lid closes, almost maybe the other thing will open and let the tampon through.
That is what happens. And it drops
like it's like
down
a trap door or
yes,
something.
It's a trap door. Really weird though and disgusting. And I know people are going to be upset I didn't like wrap my tampon. There was not.
You didn't have to. No one was wondering if you had wrapped it.
No, but you should. I feel like usually you want to wrap.
I'm saying, but most people would have just assumed you did. Basically, you just said you didn't. That's
I
my
didn't.
point. Okay.
I was like flailing.
Yeah,
you don't even know.
Okay,
and also in France, they're not very, forthright with the paper products and they make it hard to get.
Okay.
There was not barely any toilet paper left. Okay. It was like scraps on the roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to fight my way through that. Anyway.
Oh my God.
In the meantime, the pee has begun. You get on a toilet seat, you're squatting, and you got only so much time. So pee's happening, pee and blood, I'm sure, whatever.
While you were working with
kind of, yes. That's all. It's all happening.
Okay.
I really had to go.
Okay.
So then
It gets worse?
it gets so much worse.
So much? Okay. I can't believe you thought there would be a world where you wouldn't tell me this. I live for this.
Okay. So then I have one dirty hand and one clean hand.
Yeah. And I would hope you're trying to be pretty mindful of that.
Of course.
The one became compromised. You accept that fact, but this other one is going to be uncompromised, I would hope.
The clean hand, by the way, has blood on it.
Right, but it's your stuff.
Yes.
It's not anybody else's
but
stuff.
But what am I to do here? I have to get at the scraps of toilet paper, okay?
Okay.
So I am using a clean, bloody hand to get, but it was done. I mean, I got everything off that roll.
Yeah.
But I do feel bad about that. And then just a little, it's not like it was drenched in blood or whatever. But anyway, I get it off and then I'm, I wipe and I do. And then I have to get a little French tampon out of my thing. So I do with this hand. It's the least compromised, but it's gross.
Mm-hmm.
And the tampons are these little, they look like bullets.
This is what I wanted to ask you because I noticed those and I was wondering if you've been a little overambitious about the products you selected while you've been here. Like that you almost you dove into the deep end before wading into the deep end.
Now, what's interesting is there are these little bullets, which is very eco-friendly, that
No
there's not all
applicator.
this application stuff.
Yeah.
But they do wrap it within an inch of its life. Like they shrink wrap it. So it's so tight in the plastic.
So you need two hands.
I had to use my hands to undo the plastic, and it's like not easy for me yet. I haven't figured out. There's some way, because there are arrows on it. There must be some way that is very easy to do,
Okay.
but I haven't gotten it yet. And then you have to like pull the string out, shove it up there, and then the plastic I was going to put into the weird contraption thing, and it fell into the toilet.
Okay.
So I just go, oh well, and I flush it.
Yeah.
Well, everything goes down but the plastic bobs to the top.
Oh.
I flush it again. Everything's gone. Plastic's still there.
Just leave. Who cares?
I had to get it.
What? Hey, did you say I had to get it? Just leave at that point. No one cares at that. Like, you're at a McDonald's. So much worse has happened in that bathroom. You fished it out with your hand?
Well, kind of. I fished it out with another tampon to kind of help me drag it up.
It's insane.
And then I got it, and then I had to do the fucking trash again. It was so disgusting. So I walked out of there with two hands, just like ground zero for some new sort of weird virus. Okay.
Yeah.
And I walked out, and I was like, I got to our kid, and I was like, hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer, and had her douse me.
But you washed your hands too in the bathroom, right?
I didn't.
Oh my God. What is happening on? What?
Because it was like you have to press the sink, you have to press the soap. It wasn't all automated. Had it been automated, I would have.
Okay, you know how to the hack for that, right?
Your elbow?
Yeah.
Well, the
Or
soap,
just your forearm.
whatever. I didn't.
You made some really crazy decisions during this. Crazy.
Well,
I don't really know what to say.
I
feel very bad that you went through that.
I don't feel a lot of empathy. I feel a lot of judgment.
It's not.
You don't even know.
It's
like,
not even judgment.
you don't have to deal with shit. You go and you stand up and you whip it out, and you know, like, you don't even fucking know.
I think I would have just let myself be a little bit more of a monster than you. And because like the fishing out part is like, just take the loss. Like, I'm sorry, but it was a tiny piece of plastic, right?
Well, no, it's kind of like a curled, Yeah, I mean, it's not huge.
I don't know. You did the right thing. I guess you did the right thing, but wow. Wow. Do you think that moment will change?
But when
your
I
life?
got out, I wanted to get as far away from there as quickly as possible. So I had her douse me, and then I was like, okay, come on, we're going. Like, let's go. And she was like, what's going on? And I was like, I was really rattled.
Yeah, I understand. Similar germ situation. I want to tell you about some germs.
Okay.
This is different, though. I'm at a bit of a quandary about something.
Okay.
I'm forging a pretty nice relationship with a burger vendor at the farmer's market here.
Yes.
And he makes these delicious burgers. They're great.
Yes.
So I got one last week, and then I went back this week to get one, and we've just been forging a friendly vibe now.
Uh-oh. I see where this is going.
Now, I don't know if this is just a France thing or if it's this guy thing, but it seems like if there was like a sanitation like class that you needed to take to get the stand at the farmer's market, he might have missed that day because things are a little bit flying a little loosey-goosey more than I would want. Meaning, like, this last time we're chatting, he's making my burgers. He has like the gloves on.
Oh, he does.
But he's just like grabbed patties, smashed them himself. So he's got the meat in his hands. He presses them on the grill. And then he's basically like asked if I live here. And I say, yeah, I live here. And he's like, oh, great. How long are you here for? I say, a year. And then he says like, oh, here's my card. And he reaches to grab a card. But he's got burger stuff all over his hands.
Uh-huh.
And so he hands me a card.
Uh-huh.
That literally ends up having like a piece of raw burger meat on it. And then like all that grease and hands it. And I'm like,
he's probably handling money.
I then saw him handling my money and it got messy. It just at every turn, it's like, you got to take the gloves off or like get a one-handed routine down better. But we're dealing with raw meats and stuff, but he did like, it was also like, this is nice raw meat from this farm and all, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we're going to have to adapt. Part of the eco-consciousness here is there are more germs because they're not reusing stuff as much. Now, you're not going to like this and I don't like it. And I actually want to ask you how you would have handled this. But just to say, like in the restaurant world, and because they don't have access to the same, like, you know, those McDonald's employees are using that same bathroom sink where you're touching things and there's a sanitary element that's not in place there, where like if there were paper towels, at least you could wipe off some of this, you know what I mean?
okay.
Like there wasn't even paper towels to access to press things, to open the door.
Yeah.
And I feel like we just have to kind of turn a blind eye or accept things are a little different here. But also like maybe our world is hyper sanitized, you know?
I know, but it's just like when it's that much in front of you where I'm like, oh man, like he handed me a card with meat on it.
Yeah.
But also like, I want to be buds with this guy.
You're going to have to just move past it.
Okay. Oh, you don't eat meat, so I don't know. But it's like he's using the gloved hand with the meat, but then putting the burger together. So then the raw meat hand is touching the burger bun at one point.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But they eat tartare here every day, all day. Like raw meat doesn't have the same.
I wonder also if it's like not
such high quality.
Yeah, maybe it's better quality that you don't have to worry about some of that stuff we're always worried about. And
possibly.
I just tell myself that. Okay.
Sorry. So something that happened to me, and I don't know how you would have handled it. Yeah. Our kids had to have blood drawn.
Okay.
And it was such a great experience going to this lab. I mean, my entire experience with the healthcare system here has been incredible so far. Limited, but great. And we go to get blood done at this lab nearby. We walk in, it's super clean, super friendly, very organized. They check you in, and then this woman takes us back to this room to have it done. And she's incredible. She doesn't speak any English, but is so warm. And one of our kids really has a hard time with needles.
Yeah.
I was like very preoccupied with that and keeping everything calm. And the nurse was so sweet. And she was like, do you want to watch? It's saying in French, like, do you want to watch something? And then she pulled up on her phone BET's World Cup halftime show, which I thought was very funny. Huh. But she is like touching her phone and stuff, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then the blood happens.
Okay.
We get through it. I breathe a sigh of relief. Then, because we did the kid who has the fear first. Then we did the kid who doesn't have the fear.
Uh-huh.
And while she's getting the blood for the second kid, I realize she's not wearing gloves. Now, she is like...
Ever in the whole process?
No, and she is a pro And I didn't even look around to see if there were gloves available, but I'm like, I guess it's not a
Oh,
thing here. I
that's
mean,
interesting.
she did, the swab to clean. She washed her hands when we first walked in, but she did
They
then
grabbed the
touch her
phone.
phone. Like, she knows, she's total pro, knows what she's doing.
That's interesting.
Yeah. How would you have handled that?
I think in that case, I would have let it fly. I was way more grossed off. I think I talked about it on the podcast when I had the life insurance guy come to our house, who he smelled like a chimney. He had like soot on his fingertips, and like that felt really
Oh yeah, I
gross
forgot about
and like
that.
non-hygienic. And I kind of rolled with it, which that I wish,
But
but
for I mean, in this case, I didn't realize it till it's too late anyway. It's not
yeah, but that's
like,
interesting. That will be interesting to see moving forward if there are times where we're more used to seeing gloves that are no glove situations here.
yeah, I think next time that we require something like that with the kids, shots or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to intentionally think like look for gloves, and I am going to ask for them to wear gloves initially, like, and learn how to say that in French for the kids, because that just seems, you don't want to mess with that.
Yeah.
But I just didn't even realize it. Now, I wasn't worried about this specific incident because it did seem so clean. But then, she's touching her phone, which they say is
Covered in fecal matter.
dirtier than a toilet seat. Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Nobody's listening, right?